like literally leave right when we're going live. Okay, hey everyone, and welcome to Hooping Live. My name is Audrey, your host. This is Hooping Live every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern USA time, and this is a show all about hooping, hoop dance, and off-topic things, which often includes current events, video games, cats that want to leave and then come right back in, but I won't complain. So if you are new to the show, just hold tight. We'll be doing demos soon of hoop dance so you can see what it is. If you are a hooper, then you kind of maybe know what's going on. So grab your hoop. We got ours. And think about what you want to learn tonight. If you have questions, just type them into the comment section down below. If you see something we do during the demos, you can ask us to teach you, and we'll be glad to do so, and all that good stuff. Now, if you are watching for the first time or for the first time live, these shows are recorded so you can go back and watch all of them if your heart so does desire. So if we teach something and you say, oh my gosh, that was live, and I did not learn that to the extent that, or the speed that I wanted to learn it at, then lucky for you, you get to learn it again, because all the shows are recorded and you can watch them as many times as your little heart desires. So leave those comments and questions down below. You don't even have to ask a question if you just want to, like, say something that you want to get out there into the hooposphere, as I like to call it, or just give a little shout out or prayer or whatever, then feel free to, and we will go ahead and do the show. So I'm gonna, before we get started, I'll go ahead and say thank you to Becca, who is doing the comments for tonight's show. She's kind of hidden in the background, but she is kind of the reason why the show works, so we want to make sure we give her lots of love. And then I also want to introduce Bryant. So Bryant, do you want to go ahead and tell them your little history on hooping? And Bryant's kind of new to Hooping Live-ish. He's always been like the number one, like I feel like he's kind of been like a number one fan, but he's just been so helpful to the Hooping Live world that he's kind of mingled his way into becoming a part of the actual like main teams. So that's why we love Bryant. So Bryant, if you want to give a little info on how you've, like, your hooping journey and how you're a part of Hooping Live, and maybe do a demo, that'd be awesome.
Okay, so as Audrey said earlier, my name's Bryant, and my hoop journey started in Thailand, and I kind of started out as a cyber hooper, kind of. I learned hooping through Hooping Live, and Hooping Live was kind of like my circle or community of hoopers, and that's how I kind of learned how to hoop dance and learn how to do all the tricks and moves and everything. Uh, Even though I've never like actually been to any like hoop jams like in real life or whatnot, I've always felt like Hooping Live was kind of like a a mini hoop jam but online. It felt just as real as a real hoop jam, and it was a really great way for me to learn how to hoop dance, and I'm really thankful for it. And I've always been a fan of Hooping Live and Audrey, and I kind of mingled my way in, and yeah. And during my life in Thailand, I guess the one hard thing was getting a hoop. Because finding a hoop in Thailand is the hardest thing ever.
Why is it so hard to find a hoop in Thailand?
Well, because all the hoops there were like really heavy and like didn't have any polypro hoops or polypro material lying around, so it was so hard to find a hoop and or like a good hoop. And now I'm back in California, I can get hoops easier and get polypros, and I can hoop dance a lot more. Even if I didn't have the perfect hoop, I could still do a ton of tricks and learn the basics of hoop dance that way.
Right, and that's cool to know, especially because you're in California, which is one of the kind of meccas of hoop dance. So then, that door, Chakra literally opens that door all the time, so it's just gonna have to be open. I'm sorry, but I wanted to ask you, Bryant. So you're in you went from Thailand from like having a like pretty much being, as I remember, one of like the only hoopers, and which is kind of why you reached out to Hooping Live. So then, what about like ordering hoops from like Bonnie or from America? I mean, was that just crazy expensive shipping, or how did that work for you as a kind of out of the states hooper trying to buy hoops and be a part of a hooping community?
Well, to get hoops, I've only gotten one polypro hoop when I was in Thailand, and that was from my sister because she would come and visit us because because the company allowed my sister to come, our family, to visit us during the Christmas time, and she bought me a hoop from California, and she would bring it over when she came to visit us, and I would get the hoop from there. And I guess if I were to buy a hoop, like shipping would be super expensive. It would cost like $30 just to ship the hoop over. And I guess that was like the main trouble that I had. And but then I guess being in Thailand kind of made helped me, kind of but scavenge for materials and buy whatever I can and just work with what I got. And I guess the cool thing about being the only hooper in Thailand or hooper around my community is that I kind of got the chance to spread it around, kind of, jam it, and then people crowd around me. I remember when I was in India, I was in the Red Fort, and I was taking my hoop around just hooping with the, if we had free time, and like a whole bunch of people like crowded over and like watched me and filmed me. Of course, I didn't film it because the phone was without a battery, so that kind of sucked, but it was awesome.
Can I just make a comment about what he said that was so precious just now, like how how everyone, first of all, how he scrounged for materials. Let's make that a comment, and then how everyone like crowded around him. I mean, what I think is beautiful about hoop dance is that I have been in places before where I have kind of been the only hooper, kind of like Bryant, where um, I started hooping and everyone was like ooh and ah, and I'm thinking, oh, this is cool, like, and of course it feels good for people to watch you. And nowadays it's cool because it's become more popular. It's still not as popular as it has a potential to be, but it's cool for people to say, oh yeah, I've seen that before. And it almost makes people appreciate um, levels of hoopers and stuff, but it's just so cool to see people crowd around, especially people that have never seen it before, to see a crowd of complete quote-unquote strangers of hooping crowd around a hooper and be like, what is this? Because that's what I did to become a hooper. I saw someone hooping, and I thought, I mean, it was like, I wasn't like the average Joe that said, oh, that's really cool, or oh, that's really cool, I want to watch it again. I was one of those people, as many of you may know, was like, I'm going to do that probably like now. So the hoop that you're using, you got to give it to me. That's probably mine. Lost it, sorry. So maybe you understand that feeling, but that's kind of how I felt when I started hooping. I just instantly gravitated towards it. But so thank you for sharing your story, Brian. I really do love it, and I love how you've come so far from being a kind of loner virtual hooper in Thailand and India, and talking about your journey to being here on the Hooping Live team and in California, where there's a huge mecca of hoopers. So would you like to do a demo and show everyone how you hoop?
Oh yeah, of course. All
Okay.
right. If
Well,
you see anything that I do, then you can comment down below and type in, or you can kind of direct message me or like film it, kind of. And my Instagram is dangbryant, so you can totally direct message me on what I do.
such a great hooper. Oh, and down we go. He's such a great hooper. Oh my God. Oh, shoot dang. Huh? Oh my God, I'm so proud. Oh my gosh, Brian, I am like literally sitting here going like, oh shoot, dang, and I forgot like your name's like dang, so which is kind of cool. Um, Brian, you are such a great hooper. I literally am. I know you're like out of breath now, but I am so impressed with your hooping. I mean, the whole, and I'm gonna tell you guys something that I have not told a lot of people. Actually, I don't think I've told anyone yet. So you're gonna get on a little special hooping live secret. I don't watch a lot of hooping videos anymore. I've found a lot of them to be I don't want to say the wrong thing here. I just haven't watched a lot of them. And when I see someone who catches my eye, that is a big deal because that means that someone has really done even if it's a quick movement or an entire, routine of flow means a lot to me to see something original and new because you're able to see so much nowadays that we kind of become accustomed and start mimicking. So when I see people doing their own kind of flow, even though Bryant has always said he is inspired by my flow, and I've seen some things that I do that he does, but he's made them, instead of copying what Audrey does, he's taken, a certain little thing that Audrey does and made it into Bryant's thing. And I think that is so cool. I love that. So you guys don't feel bad if you're watching a video and copying every single move. Like I used to do that. I'm getting really intense. I used to copy people. I did. I still will. I found videos that I really liked and I would replay them second by second, copy every single move, memorize the entire routine, and then that routine would just it's like you have the entire routine and little things that just made sense to the way that my flow worked would kind of fall out from the crowd. And I pick up those and those become a part of my flow. And what's beautiful about that is because I've done hoop path things with Baxter. I've done Anna Hoopalicious. I've done Ann Humphrey. I've done Brecken, Nick Gazzardo, all of these Matthias Elliott, Bonnie Brown, all of these incredible hoopers that I've copied moves from, quote unquote. Copied sounds so bad, but learned moves from and seen their flow and said, well, I want to do that, kind of worked with it. And it's like my flow is a trickle of everyone else's flow. And that's how I feel like we should view each other in terms of hooping, not like, oh, so-and-so copied me. It should be like so-and-so did a move I did that they probably learned from another hooper, and it becomes an entire circle of moves. And see? So it's like, it all comes together in a big circle. And I love that because my flow, people can say, Audrey, you're a beautiful hooper. Well, that's like saying, Monty Brown, you're a beautiful hooper. Matthias Elliott, you're a beautiful hooper. Baxter, everyone that I've learned from is a beautiful hooper because of the way that I hoop. They've taught me. Bryant, Becca, that have taught me things. We're all this this kind of entity or creature circle that we've made our community. That and I'm going off on a rant here, but anyway, I'll do a demo real quick. Think about that. Think about how we're all kind of connected, kind of like the human race, I guess. But yeah. So by the way, I'm on the floor right now. I'm actually going to be giving my computers away to a French producer. I'm in a film. I got casted. I don't know if you guys know this. but I was casted in a French film, and I'll give all the information in the description down below. But I'm giving my computer to the producer so he can edit, and because obviously he flew from France and doesn't have a lot of, or France or Paris, whatever. I get so confused with all that. I probably sound like an idiot now, but anyway, they're going to use my computer, so I will be probably broadcasting from a different area next week. But as of right now, all my stuff is on the floor because after the show, I'm giving all of my stuff to a French person so they can edit this movie. Or it's actually a feature-length film that I'm going to be in, and I'll give you guys the information here in a second after I do my demo. So hopefully this will look all right. Let's see. I thought I'd do a little bow because Brian did a bow. So anyway, I copied him. So if you saw, like I said, anything that I did or Brian did in a demo, please feel free to comment down below and let us know what you want to learn, and we'll try to walk you through it. Now, Lights on a Beating Heart. Lights on a Beating Heart is the name of the French feature-length film that I will be a part of. So when it comes out, I'll be sure to share the links with you. If you all go to correspondencefilms.com, you can see a couple films. You can see Hoop Dreams, which if you're a follower of mine, you've probably seen. You can see No Real Than You Are, which was the first film that I was the main character in. You can see that. There's just a few, and there's another film, a French film called, oh gosh, now I can't think of it because I'm out of breath. Paris Love Conspiracy, which I was a very, very small part in. But you can see that too. So I'll put the links down below so you can watch all the films that I've been in if you're interested in seeing those. But anywho, while you guys get your comments all set up and down below, hopefully the comments are working today. I know they redid all the Google stuff. When I went on today to start this Hangout, all the stuff was kind of like mixed and matched and looked completely different. So hopefully the comments are working unlike they were last week. But yeah, anyway, so just as a quick update for Becca, Becca said that she's still at kind of like a quote-unquote standstill, which is like kind of like a plateau with her hooping, but she does practice, quote-unquote, every day and getting back into more like writing about her, like writing in her blog, and she'll write about her hoop practice in a journal, which we've talked about the hoop journal before, which is just pretty much like a journal of everyday life, but writing about hooping, maybe sketching little designs out of how you feel during a dance, or sketching out dances, like choreography, if you want to do that. Also, she talked to some people about joining a traveling circus, which is really cool, and comments seem to be disabled. Great. So that's probably why no one is commenting right now. Let me see if I can figure this out, guys. I am so sorry. You know, I got a bunch of messages from people last week saying that no one could get, no one could comment, which I am trying to fix, but it doesn't seem to be working. So hold on one second. Why are comments disabled? Oh my gosh. Guys, I am so sorry. You guys are watching this show just completely unable to comment. I have no idea what to do. Croup, because that's a word. Bryant, do you, as you're hooping, yeah, the comments are not showing up, guys. So if you want to send your comments on if you've done a comment, copy and paste it to the Facebook page right now. Go, go, go. Copy and paste it to the Facebook link. If you're on Facebook, it's the most recent one talking about tonight's show, updates, plus praying for Paris. Just post your comment on that thing right now on the Hooping Live Facebook page, and we'll try to get your comments answered. I don't know why they aren't showing up, you guys. This is ridiculous. Some people's are, some people's aren't, and it makes no sense. But anyway, I did want to ask Bryant a question. So Bryant, I know you're an avid hooper, but you also love gaming a lot. And this is something I kind of wanted to mention because it kind of goes not only hand in hand with gaming, but everyday life. Between everyday life, and I know you have a lot of homework, you love video games and hooping and whatever, how do you balance your time and figure out what you want to do when it comes to hooping and all of your other hobbies that you love to do, especially like with video games, which are kind of like an accessory to what you should be doing, I guess?
Well, I kind of juggle around a lot. Like, if you look at my Instagram page, you kind of get to see like a pattern of when I'm hooping or when I'm photoshopping photos, and I kind of, I don't know, have a little. I kind of organize my time as if I was in a school, kind of like a hooping season or a Photoshop season. It's kind of like I would like switch them off like month per month or like per like semester or so forth. Like if I have time, I don't know. Like I always like leave like an extra hour for my leisure time after homework or whatnot, and I kind of just do whatever I want that day. It could be photoshopping, it could be video gaming, and I guess when I have a Photoshop session, or like unlike my Photoshop sessions, like my gaming sessions and my hooping sessions are more kind of like not like short and steady, but more like long and meaningful. You know, I get more out of it. And or like when I play video games, I like I'm practicing or I'm learning how to do combos or like I'm grinding. A lot of people like to it's a gaming term for like money or whatnot. So I guess I could say that with gaming. But whenever I feel like I need to focus on something, I would do it. Or it's all really pretty much into feeling. Whenever like because then I always leave this 1 hour for my free time, and I can just choose to use it however I want. Of course, my homework comes first, and if I don't have time, then I kind of like leave that. I always like leave that time, and I always take that 1 hour out of my sleep if I don't have the time. Because that hour is important to me. It's I keep my homework a top priority, my leisure time, then my sleep. It's kind of how I organize my life. And
That's probably like the perfect way to do it. Because I totally feel you on that. I actually had someone, oh my gosh, I'm not going to do it. Okay, so guys, as a quick thing before we move on, because we're going to have to just end the show early. I don't know what's going on. I'm getting messages on my phone right now from you guys saying that you aren't able to comment, and I got this last week before too. I don't know what's going on. I've heard from other hangouters that this is something that's kind of been a chronic problem. So I'm really sorry about this. It's really embarrassing. So if you want to post your comments on the Facebook page, Brian, Becca, and I can answer them after the show ends. I mean, we can easily do that. I don't know why this is happening, but it's really annoying. So hopefully this show has been good enough for you guys to want to watch and not comment on, but part of the show is you guys commenting, so I don't know what's going on, and I'm really, really sorry about it, but Craig Ship, who, if you guys don't know who he is actually coming back in town this week to Sarasota, where I live, and I will have him back in my life so he can fix all the problems that I can't fix. So thank God, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah for Craig, because hallelujah is so hard to say. But anyway, I will not say names, but a specific hooper that many of you love and know. I know it's going to kill you guys, but I will not tell you who it is. Many of you love and know, one of the best, most well-known hoopers out there. He or she is a huge gamer, loves video games. I sent he or she a Snapchat of me gaming, and he or she sent me a Snapchat back about it, and then we started texting, and he or she said that they spend more time playing games than hooping, even though they should be hooping. And the reason why I'm saying this is because hooping is like art. It is art. It's subjective. Hoop as much as you want, hoop as little as you want. Your path will go as quickly or as slowly as it wishes. So, just don't think that you have to be at a certain speed or pace to keep up with everyone. Everyone appreciates and loves the path you're on. I feel like a lot of people feel like they have to go a certain rate to get there at a certain time, or they're not going to be good enough, and I hate hearing that. So don't feel that way, because some of the hoopers amongst us that are very, popular, and hoopers like Bryant and I spend a lot of our time, oh my god, now it's like comments are showing up. No, they're not. Just kidding, I lied to myself. Like to do other things besides hoop. But, giving yourself time, like I've said multiple times before, to at least pick up the hoop. Sometimes if I feel like, oh my gosh, Audrey, you are feeling really tired, you gotta wake up and do something, I'll just start doing something like this. I'll literally just start holding my hoop, or just like moving my hoop really quick around my body, just moving it around in the same kind of motion and getting myself kind of moving through the hoop, because it gets me kind of going and, I don't know, prepped for doing something with my life, I guess. Getting myself stoked. But, anyway, you guys, I am really sorry to say this, but I am going to end the show early. There are no comments coming in. There is something wrong with the channel. Like last time, some comments came in, and now it's just no comments and all. So I have no idea what's going on, but we will figure it out. If you have any really important questions or comments, please comment them down below on the Facebook, Hooping Live Facebook. If you go to hoopinglive.com, you can find all of our links and all that good stuff. Brian, if you want to tell them where they can find out more information about you, that would be awesome.
Okay, I changed my Instagram name so it'll be easier to find. You can find me on Instagram at Dang Bryant, like Dang Bryant, like the slang word dang is my last name. Anyway, it's Dang Bryant, no spaces or whatnot. And you can find me there on Instagram, and that's probably where I'll be mostly on. I haven't been on DeviantArt lately, so last time I've been on DeviantArt was a long time. So my hooping page is Dang Bryant on Instagram, and you can also find me on Facebook, Bryant Dang. You can try to find me. I'm also friends with Audrey, so you can check mutual friends list, and that's pretty much where you can find me.
Alright, cool. Alright, thanks. And of course, a big thank you to Becca for trying to figure out what the heck was going on, and giving us some more information into her life, which is, I feel like, is such a secret. I feel like Becca is like such a huge part of Hooping Live, but she's this like secret, like, who is she really? We don't know. It is Becca, the all-knowing Becca. I don't know. That's how I feel about her, and I work with her. So, anyway, so guys, thank you for watching. I'm really sorry we're cutting the show short tonight. I will be filming from somewhere new next week, and hopefully, since Craig's going to be in town here shortly, by next show, everything's going to look like super amazing and work super amazing because he's super amazing and knows how to make things work super amazingly. And since we didn't have any things, I'll do one more quick demo before the end of the show, just as an apology, I guess. Sorry, guys, I'm going to hoop for you. All right. Oh, okay. I was totally singing a song in my head when I was doing that. So that happened. Alright guys, so hoopinglive.com, check it out. Like us on Facebook. If you want to get a hoop kind of like this one, then go to outwardspiral.com. If you go to hoopinglive.com, you can find outwardspiral.com, who is Bonnie Brown, and use the discount code hoopinglive2015 to get a discount on an incredibly crafted with love hoop made by not yours truly, but Outwards Spirally's truly, Bonnie Brown. Until next week, our show is every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and usually we have comments that you can put down below that we answer live, which is why we do the live show. But they didn't work tonight, so yay for Google Hangouts. So until next week, guys, I hope you have a very hoopy week of hoopiness, and be sure to comment on older videos if you have questions. Like us on the FBs, the Facebooks, and the YouTubes, and all that good stuff. And we will see you next week at Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern USA time, here on Hooping Live. Until then, please be happy and pray for Paris. Bye.